Why do I need to have a letter that's offering a person a light duty job for my return to work program? We get this question all the time. The answer is simple: attorneys. You really have to have it for documentation. Here's the deal: when you have a return to work program in place, it's important that you document every step. And really, the most crucial portion of all of this is that offer letter that allows the person to accept or reject the job you're making available for them. Here's what happens. The person's released from the doctor and they have restrictions and they can't come back to their full capacity, but you have a spot for them. In order for you to be perfectly in compliance, you need to send a letter to that employee, and you need to do several things inside that letter. First, you need to thank them for being willing to come back on a light duty basis. The next thing you need to do is let them know that you do have a position for them, and you need to define what that position is. Then you need to talk about how much that position pays, because in a light duty return to work program, the job you have may not pay the same amount as the job that they were injured on. That's okay. You're not required to pay them what they were making. You're only required to pay them what is commensurate with the position you're offering. Doesn't mean that we would advocate you do that, but that's just what's required. The next thing you need to do is identify who their supervisor is and provide that contact information, because it may be a different supervisor than they have for their normal job. Once you do that, you need to give them their schedule and let them know when they're going to be able to work and what department they need to report to and all of that stuff. The other thing you need to do inside of that offer letter is remind them that it is incumbent on them to communicate with you and their immediate supervisor about any upcoming doctor's appointments or restrictions should they be placed. It's important that they realize that this is their responsibility, and you can do it in a tactful, non-confrontational way. Then you want to close the letter out by simply saying, if this is acceptable to you and you would like to accept this light duty position, please indicate by checking the box below. If you are not interested in coming back light duty and you want to reject this position, please check the box saying that you're going to reject. It's important that you have this for a couple of reasons. The first one is that if somebody comes back to work with you in a light duty capacity and you don't have any indemnity payments associated with that workers' compensation claim, the value of the claim will be reduced by 70% when it goes into your experience mod. It's really important for that reason. The second thing that can happen is if they reject it. If they reject it, guess what? There's no indemnity in the workers' compensation claim. It stays medical only unless, God forbid, there's a settlement or something like that, and you still get the 70% reduction in the claim value when it's reported to NCCI. So the offer letter is important because it puts you in a position where you can do both. If they accept it, you win. If they reject it, while it's sad that the employee's not going to be able to come back and be integrated into the culture of the company, at the same time, from a financial perspective, it's a victory for you because you have controlled the exposure to the indemnity side of that claim and how it will impact your experience mod. If you would like a copy of a sample letter template, click the button down there, request it. We'll send it to you absolutely free of charge and with no further sales games, no hard close, nothing. We're here to provide you resources. You know what we do, and if you need help, I'm sure you'll call us.